the Titans press box, but I just left this place. On the way back to the Bay Area, 49ers practice schedule this week. Today, 2 p.m., they're practicing a little bit later to optimize body recovery. Then with the change, with no joint practices against the Saints, the 49ers have Tuesday off. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, practice standard training camp times at the team facility. Saturday off before the game, and then they host the Saints on Sunday evening at Levi's Stadium. Are we going to get any movement on Brandon Aiyuk or Trent Williams? Well, both of those, I've always looked at the Saints joint practice dates, August 15th and 16th, as soft deadlines of sort for the 49ers. I think that you could get away with no downstream damage as far as team cohesion goes and knocking off rust goes and building the callus goes if those guys report to training camp by that date. But then you really start risking things past the middle of August. And I think the 49ers have wanted movement on the Brandon Aiyuk front sooner rather than later, definitely sooner than the Nick Bosa situation. They didn't want anything dragging out that long, which is part of the impetus behind them starting to force the issue, as we saw with all that drama last week. So we'll see what happens with Brandon Aiyuk, and we'll see if anything does begin to move forward this week and possibly even early this week. And we'll see with Trent Williams as well. In the case of Brandon Aiyuk, I think that Steelers, 49ers, both options still very much in play based on all the latest word. And when it comes to Trent Williams, I think that there's one option in play, and that is he's going to return to the 49ers for a lot of money. And it's a matter of getting that done sooner rather than later if you're the 49ers. Definitely by mid-August if you want to optimize things moving forward. So that's the week ahead for San Francisco. One other question that I have is, I know these joint practices have been important to Kyle Shanahan. Does he consider trying to schedule joint practices with the Raiders, who have not found a joint practice opponent yet this season? The 49ers go to Las Vegas for a game on Friday after this game against New Orleans. I know they had joint practices against the Raiders last year. If they're healthy enough, because it was the health situation that prevented the 49ers from doing these joint practices in Irvine with the Saints, if they're healthy enough, maybe they can schedule something last minute. Just a thought as we head into this next week of 49ers training camp. All right, Nashville is in the books. It was fun. We'll see everybody soon. Fun time to be here for a few days. This was my tour guide, who happens to be my wife. Anyway, we saw so much good stuff in Nashville. I got a request to put this back up because somebody's going to come to Nashville. They wanted food recommendations. This is what I had after the game, actually. That was Velvet Taco. I'll get back to that in a bit. But the best breakfast sandwich in Nashville, it is Benji's Bagels, steak and egg, standard breakfast sandwich you see here, all kinds of different bagels and different types of schmear. It was fantastic. I would highly recommend it. Go on a weekday. If you're in town, you can get lunch sandwiches there too. That's an Italian lunch sandwich with a lot of different types of protein. This is Velvet Taco, and you could get it at multiple different locations. There's one open till 4 a.m. and the Assembly Food Hall was where you could also get dumplings and everything else. It's right next to the legendary Ryman Auditorium, Cathedral of music there. But the Velvet Taco's got the creative tacos like the chicken tikka taco, the chicken and waffle taco. They have a Kobe beef burger taco, which I had after the game yesterday. This was filmed before then, obviously, but they're open till 4 a.m. their other location. If you're coming to Nashville and you want to get out of the city, you can go down to Leaper's Fork, this cool little village 30 minutes south. Check out Fox and Lock and check out this little hidden double cheeseburger. Really, really, really good stuff. And then they've got a San Francisco themed deli. If you missed the San Francisco sandwiches, Grateful Dead posters on the wall, Dutch Crunch bread from Levon, the owner, who you see right here, bakes it every day. And I know it's hard to find a good sandwich outside of the Bay Area, but you could definitely find one here in East Nashville. Very, very big sandwich, I should say. That Dutch Crunch was baked to perfection by Levon and his crew the day that we went. So there's your Nashville food. It was a hell of a trip. Too bad it was only a preseason.